Elevate TV, advancing kingdom lifestyle.
Welcome to Man Unveiled. This is Man Unveiled Wednesday. I'm your host, Joe Wisdom, and as always, I'm here to welcome you right from your sitting room or wherever you're watching us from. I want to specifically thank you for your support and your love. You belong to this big community, Man Unveiled community. Tonight is a wonderful night, and I'm always grateful because every Wednesday, God is giving us wonderful, wonderful guests who are coming to bring their input and their specialization. Tonight I'm joined by a lady and a gentleman. And as I keep saying, on Man Unveiled, we don't bring armchair generals. We bring people who have the real story. People who have gone to school, watu wamesoma. People who have interacted with real issues out there. Because we need practical things. There's something we call phronesis, practical wisdom. You know, we are tired of theories and a lot of things that are not practical. So we are joined by Mr. 𝗪𝗂𝗪 𝗪𝗂𝗪𝗂𝗪. Karibu sana.
Thank you so much.
For the first time, I'm surprised to hear that there is an Institute for Food Justice and Development. Yeah. You'll be hearing more about this. We're also joined by my sister here and my friend, my classmate. I'll be talking about that later, Lilian Njogu. I want to give 𝗪𝗂𝗪 an opportunity to introduce yourself. Let us know who 𝗪𝗂𝗪 is and what you do.
Yeah, thank you so much for this invitation. Good evening, our dear viewers. My name is 𝗪𝗂𝗪 𝗪𝗂𝗪, and I'm a nutritionist by training. I am a food activist, and I'm also the founder of this institute that he was talking about, Institute for Food Justice and Development. And our work is to champion food justice in Kenya and hopefully beyond. And food justice is a framework and also a movement that looks at food systems through the lens of justice, through the lens of fairness, through the lens of dignity. And we try to confront some of the issues that we feel are not right in food systems. And example, how farmers are exploited in terms of prices. You know how hardworking our farmers are, but they are often exploited in terms of prices. We look at how consumers also tend to pay a lot of money for food that was bought at very poor prices, but they are overpriced, especially in the urban areas. We look at issues like institutional feeding in public institutions, how many patients in public institutions are struggling with poor quality food, how children in schools are also struggling with the quality of food, how consumers again are struggling with the issues of food safety. Like food is not so safe nowadays because of various issues. So we try to sensitize people around those issues. We try to confront the systems that make that possible. Yeah, so in a nutshell, that is also what we do. Of course, like I said, I'm a nutritionist, so I also teach people about healthy eating, and I look forward to a nice conversation. Wow. This evening.
Tonight is a very wonderful night because we are talking about men and health. We are looking at healthy eating. How do we do with the conditions that comes with lifestyle diseases? How can we avoid? How can we mitigate? Because a lot of men out there are going through stuff, and especially the nyamachomas and all the things what to a bypass. Today you'll be taken care of. Lilian, this is your camera.
Yes. Good evening, our viewers. Thank you, Joe, for giving me this opportunity to come and share and be in this show. My name is Lilian Njogu. I'm a caregiver from 𝗪𝗏𝗏 Kenya. 𝗪𝗏𝗏 Kenya is an organization that supports cancer survivors and survivors and caregivers who take care of their patients, and that is why I am here. I'm passionate about it. We are keen in advocacy, we are keen in early screening, we are keen on education and awareness, and especially to men, to go for early screening, and that is why I am here. Thank you, Joe.
Wow. And I also want to give you, you know, this is a family show. Man Unveiled is a family. We keep saying that.
Yes.
It's a family show.
Yes.
And we cannot proceed with this program until you people appreciate your families that are watching at home. They know their people are on TV. Even people from the village. Waliwapeleka shule. Mko kwa TV. You must, you know, Christmas. No, we can start from you. Say hi to, I know, Timothy.
Yes.
Timo is watching.
Yes.
And some people who know you.
Good evening, Timothy. Receive our greetings from Elevate Show. He is my hero. Yeah. He's a survivor.
Wow.
And I thank God for him every day.
Wow.
Because he has been able to champion and to create awareness and to beat up this monster.
Wow.
So I celebrate you with our children wherever they are. I know they are watching. And a very special family that I have in Stomawal, Kenya. I know my chairman, Mr. Dave Gunn, is watching.
Wow.
Our vice chair, Mary Thuo, is watching. Our Daktari, Lawrence, our stoma therapy is watching. And our members, we want to appreciate you and we want to assure you that we are in this together. God bless you.
And there's something you are celebrating as Storm.
Oh, yes. This month is also very special for us. We are celebrating colorectal cancer month. We want to celebrate all our survivors, our colorectal cancer survivors. We celebrate you and we love you, we love you, we love you. Thank you.
Powerful.
Yes.
Powerful. Christmas. The world is watching.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my parents for the incredible work of raising this human being here today. So I really celebrate them, and also celebrate my colleagues at 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏 who we work with to sensitize people on various things around food and health. So I appreciate you for this far that we've come.
Wow. Yeah. Maybe you can go first and tell us, how does nutrition possibly affect our day-to-day life in terms of our health habits? For me, as I was sharing, I'm not able to take breakfast. Most of the times, every morning I'll go to the office. I only maybe take a snack. By the time I get home, I'm tired. I just take something little. Our eating habits, because that is your line. What can you say about our eating habits, and especially people who are out there in the marketplace? Some of us eating nyama choma every day. Say something about our eating habits.
Yeah, that's a good question actually. And the weird thing is that food is so important to us and to health, and unfortunately many people don't realize it. Yeah. Particularly now for men, food is so important to our health. Food is so important to our work. Food is just very, very important. And when you think about it, when you're eating, you're introducing something in your body. Anything you introduce in your body means that it should be something that is safe for you, right?
Wow. And
so our eating habits, like you called it, eating habits. The word habit is a very strong term.
Yes.
Because it shows continuous activity. So people who have good habits tend to have good health outcomes. And if you have bad habits, you have bad health outcomes.
Okay.
Sort of the garbage in, garbage out situation.
Yes.
And as we continue with this conversation, we shall be discussing what it means to eat well and what it means to eat poorly. Yeah. And we shall look at the various things that are actually affecting people, because food is increasingly becoming one of the causes of health problems in the world, and one of the causes of death, mortality in the world as well, and as a country also. We will be talking about non-communicable diseases, or what people know as lifestyle diseases, and how food causes that, and also how food is also a solution to the problem, how we can fix our food and have good outcomes at the end of the day.
Wow.
Yeah.
I want to engage our viewer tonight, and you can continue writing to us. If you have any question to engage our guests, kindly pin it right there on the comment section. I know those who are watching us on live TV, you may not be able to give us your feedback, but those who are on YouTube and Facebook, kindly, you can pin your questions, you can write your questions right there, we'll respond to them. Now, that is where now you are coming in, because for you, Lillian, you have walked the journey.
Yes.
And the beauty is that you are bold to talk about it. And we must recommend you for that.
Thank you.
There are so many people who don't want to, who are fighting their battles alone. They don't want to come out and share with others. One of the things I say is that people who go through nothing have nothing to talk about. The fact that God has taken you through that journey is not just for you and your family. It's for others. It's for others, and that's why you are here sharing the story.
Yes.
How is it, and especially for a family that is going through some of these challenges, and especially when you're dealing with like a monster, this monster called cancer, how does it affect family? How does it affect your finances? How does it affect your relationships?
Thank you, Joe, for that. Yes, it's true. This monster.
Yeah. And maybe you can give us a background of where you are coming from, just for our viewer to understand this.
My husband is a survivor, a colorectal survivor for the last 14 years. His name is Timothy. And the journey has not been easy, because from the first diagnosis to the treatment, we have done our treatment twice. We have gone to India for treatment and come back. It is quite heavy for the family. And if you don't have good support,
yes,
it will drain you completely. This is one monster that takes everything in the family. It takes every little coin, every bit, every saving, everything. You can auction everything that you have so that you can save your loved one. So when it comes to financial constraint, it is really, really draining. That is number one. The journey, number one, you have to accept. It was not easy when we were told that my husband has colon cancer. But because he has a history, family history, with the same condition, we were able to come together and discuss it as a family. I have a very strong family. I have a very supportive family. Very, 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 very supportive family, that they worked with us from the very first day.
You can mention some of those people, because mention their names, because they need to.
I want to mention.
Use your camera.
I want to mention my mother-in-law, Mom. We love you and we appreciate you for the support.
What is her name?
Rons.
Ninawa.
Joe. Joe.
Wow. Wow.
We call her Joe.
Where is the village? Where?
In Thika.
Oh,
we
in
come
Thika.
from Thika.
Okay.
Yes, we are from Thika, both of us.
Okay.
Myself and Timothy.
Okay.
I want to appreciate my family. I want to appreciate my brother. I want to appreciate our big brother Kim. I want to appreciate Mpihisi. I want to appreciate. There are so many.
Wow,
I want to appreciate John. I want to appreciate Alex. I cannot name them.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I cannot name them.
Okay.
They worked with us.
Feel you've been mentioned. Yes. You have been part of this journey.
I cannot forget my church.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
the PCA Thika Town Church. I cannot forget my district. You know,
Yeah.
they came in for us in
Wow.
a big way. And not the first time, not the second time, not the third time, not the fourth time, Joe.
Wow.
I can assure you, they even had a fundraising for us when we were in India.
That's what we want.
You know?
Wow.
The fourth fundraising.
Wow.
And we are grateful.
So that family support is very
That
important.
family support is very, very,
And
very,
friends.
and friends and
Relationships.
family. I
Yes.
want to also a special thanks to my mama, my best maid Martha.
Wow.
They came through for us. My Reverend, you know,
Yes.
Reverend Karanja, Reverend JK,
Wow.
you know, they
Yeah.
came, you know, they supported us in a big, big way,
Wow.
and we are always grateful. Elder Waithima,
Yeah.
we thank you.
Wow.
We thank you. So that support,
Yes.
that support held us, prayers held us.
It's part of the healing
It's
process.
part of the healing process, even the coming out to talk about it.
Yes.
Because even Timothy, he's the one who started talking about it even before me.
Wow. Wow.
that shows that he accepted his condition, and through talking about it, he started healing.
Wow, powerful.
You know, once you start talking about it, that is the first process that you are healing.
You're healing, yes.
Yes, that is the first thing that happened. So the support that we received was overwhelming. We can never thank them enough. We can never thank them enough.
Wow.
Yes.
Hold there, because we come, and I would want to, after him,
Yes.
I would want you to address the aspect of people coming out to be tested and to be because you will hold that.
Yes.
You'll come. I want you to because there is that support, that family support, relationships. No, your area is nutrition. How can we now support? Because there are some people who, because of maybe our eating habits, like you say, like we said, some of these conditions, not just cancer, but other lifestyle diseases, kidney diabetes, all those. How do you want to say to someone watching us tonight, and they know that they have very poor eating habits? They have eaten everything until they have eaten up their destinies. You go eating street food, you go eating everything, nyama choma hapa, ingine haja. What can you say about that?
I like how you've put it, Joe, and quite a touching story by Lillian about how her husband was able to overcome. So with what I can say is that maybe we can start with what is causing these issues in the first place.
Yes, sir.
And when it comes to these diseases, because like you say, there are many quote unquote lifestyle diseases nowadays. Cancer is one of them. Diabetes is another. Hypertension is another. There are those we call cardiovascular disease, like stroke and heart disease. How we are eating nowadays is what is causing these problems in a major way, because you find that our diets are increasingly becoming refined.
Yes.
We are eating a lot of refined foods, ultra processed foods. And I want us to probably think about a few years back, 50, 60 years ago, our grandparents, our great-grandparents, what were they eating? And do you have these problems that we have now?
No.
Most likely. I mean, not even most likely. Even research shows the same.
Yeah.
Some things like the hypertension were a thing of there were hardly any cases of hypertension years back in the 1920s in Kenya. But when you look at also how the lifestyle was, people used to work a bit, used to work a lot.
Manual jobs.
We did manual work. We used to walk a lot because there were no, there were hardly any vehicles around, unless you used a donkey. So we have seen shifts and changes as we are becoming modernized and globalized. We are embracing Western diets. And the unfortunate thing is that these Western diets are also bringing problems, health problems.
Yeah.
I think we got too colonized that we embraced everything that Mzungu brought.
We even our food was colonized.
Even our food was colonized. Yes, it's a big theme, in fact, in our world of food justice. The colonization and hijacking of our food systems.
Yes.
That our millets now became backwards, our cassavas and domas became backwards, and we embraced the mandazis, the breads.
Yeah.
You know, if you look at the health nutrition profile of bread versus ndoma, you'll be very shocked. Ndoma, like looking at key nutrients like potassium, which are good for the heart. Ndoma is very high in potassium.
Wow.
Bread is very low in potassium and very high in sodium or salt, which is now bringing the problems that we are seeing nowadays. So for people now, my message therefore is that we need to redefine nutrition, redefine our foods, redefine our cuisines as Kenyans. What we are eating, what we are feeding on, we need to just take a pause and go back and ask ourselves, what were our forebears depending on, what were they eating? And it is still possible to actually go back to those foods. Because you see now our food has very low fiber nowadays.
Yes.
Now for men, many men don't like fruits. They say it's for women and children.
In fact, we'll buy them, take them home, not eat.
We won't eat them. Because we just crave for nyama choma and chemusha and motura.
Yes.
It's fine, but could we eat more fruits?
Yep.
The vegetables.
Let me ask you, 𝗪𝗧𝗪,
Yeah.
because you are in this city. The good thing is that you are part of the city lifestyle.
Yeah.
They are also saying that even the domas that
Yeah.
and the 𝗙𝗂𝗁 that they are, they are not the ones you used to take them.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because isn't is a town. Hata hizo zimekuwa colonized.
It's true. It's very true actually, and it's unfortunate because nowadays as a nutritionist also, we are not just telling people to eat those healthy foods.
Yes.
We are also telling them to eat safely produced or safely grown
I think that's
foods.
the point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because now that ndoma nowadays is also not very innocent.
Yes.
Because of it's grown in sewage water that has very high levels of heavy metals. Lead, mercury, arsenic, those things are bringing huge problems of cancer, of neurological disorders, of kidney damages. And so as we also ask people to eat those healthy foods, we also need to have a discussion about how are we growing food nowadays. Pesticides is the other issue.
Yeah.
We encourage people to take fruits and vegetables, of course, because they are a solution to the cancer problem. But again, how are vegetables being grown?
Wow.
If it's not sewage water, it's pesticides. And the most ridiculous thing about, for instance, pesticides is that the countries that sell us pesticides have some of these pesticides banned in their countries.
Yeah. So it's a dumping site.
Yes, so of course Africa, and because of our corruption, our corrupt ways, it's not
They
like we
find
don't
their
have
way into the
experts.
markets.
They have to find their way. But even for those ones that are allowed, our farmers also sometimes tend to misuse. And so we've also seen a decline of morals and ethics. Kitambo, there is this philosophy called Ubuntu. I am because we are.
Yes.
I am going to be successful because I am supported by the community.
Yeah.
I will not sleep hungry because someone cares for me.
Wow.
Nowadays we don't see that so
In
much.
fact, nowadays is every man for himself.
Yes, and God for us all.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a whole big mess.
Wow.
But hopefully, as we need to keep confronting it because cancer is a very serious problem in Kenya.
Yes.
Wow.
Cancer has become a serious problem. We used to think it's for rich people and wazungus.
Yeah.
But right now, deep in our
Even
villages,
children nowadays.
even children are having it.
Maybe Lydian, you can now go back. You can now address what I had asked, and we wanted to know, Lydian, because having walked that journey as a person, and in one way or the other, there are a lot of challenges. There are battles involved. I want you to look at a place where a husband, you are speaking on behalf of women, you are speaking on behalf of caregivers, because you are here as a caregiver, not necessarily because of your issue. There are some people that you find not very supportive. All right? How do you now handle someone out there who feel not supported? What happens to that person?
Wow. The support.
Yes. The place of support.
The place of support.
Yeah. Even you can even talk about what Storma Kenya does.
Yes, that is where I want to start.
Yeah.
In terms of support, I want to, in a special way, to talk about this organization called Storma World Kenya. Storma World Kenya was formed about 12, 13, 14 years ago. And the founders are survivors. My chairman is a survivor, Mr. Dave Gunn.
Wow.
But he was lucky he did not get a stoma.
Yeah.
And what is a stoma? A stoma is fashioned in your right or the left side of your stomach because you cannot be able to go to the toilet the normal way.
Okay.
You have to use something called a colostomy bag.
Okay.
Allow me to show you a colostomy bag.
Yes, please.
This.
Okay.
Because this is what they use
Yeah.
to pass the stool.
Okay.
right? This organization, while we were stranded in India, not knowing if there is anyone or anybody in Kenya who used this, because we have been told the only way for my husband to survive is to fashion him a bag. We had never heard about it, so we had to Google.
Yeah.
Luckily, this organization, in the next, like a second, someone reached out to us.
Wow.
Not in Kenya, but in India. And I want to tell you, Joe, when we landed, the second day, they were in our house.
Wow.
This organization called 𝗏𝗏 Kenya. With what? With bags.
Wow.
Ready to come and show us how to use the bag. Ready to come and tell us, don't get worried. We are there. We are 100. We use these bags, so you are not alone.
Wow.
What did that do to us? It transformed us.
Wow.
It changed
you are
us.
not alone. And
we felt we are not alone.
Support.
We felt there is another family here, and they have just come to our place, asking for direction. We did not know anyone. We just Googled, and someone reached out to us.
Wow.
So this is our number one support.
Yes.
This is our number one game changer. This organization has transformed many lives. Why? Because they are able to give these bags.
Now you attach it.
Yes, in where the intestine, the space in the intestine, where you'll pass the stool. This organization.
So this is like a carrier bag for the stool.
Yes, this is where the poop comes in.
Okay, okay.
And then you go and drain.
Okay. Okay.
This bag, this organization gives us for free.
Wow.
Through donors.
Powerful.
Through donors.
You remember to give your contact.
Yes.
Because there are some people who are suffering out there.
Yes.
They have no idea.
Yes.
This person is, they just remain at home.
Yes.
Because, with that condition, the truth is, you will not be very free to go out there.
You're not.
And when you go out there, you don't want to take anything.
Yes.
Because what happens?
Yes. This organization, after giving you these bags, they normally hold support groups for men and women.
Wow.
Where we come and share our stories, where men come and share their stories, where men come and see, I'm not alone.
Wow.
They share their experience, they share their challenges, they share. Wow. The same group, they do counseling for us, both the survivors
and the
caregivers. Because they understand the gap.
I would want you maybe after the break.
Yes.
You'll say something about the caregivers, because most of the times the caregivers are forgotten.
Yes.
We concentrate on the survivor.
Yes.
Or the patient.
Yes.
And the caregiver ni mpenzi mtazamaji.
Kabisa.
We'll handle that. I want us to go for a break. Just 2 minutes break. But I must acknowledge Newton, my billionaire in Ruaka. God bless you so much. Newton Kivuti, foreign from Ruben Mwangi, my classmate. God bless you, sir. He says that you are watching. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Kindly stay tuned and let someone know something great is happening right here on Elevate TV.
Before the world wakes up, the noise and the distractions, there is a moment, a sacred hour where heaven meets earth.
I demand in the heavens, I demand on the earth, as the Lord desires. Right now, there will be an acceleration.
A time to seek His presence, to be refreshed, renewed and restored.
We refuse to be hosts of unclean spirits.
Join us at Morning Glory, a power-packed hour of prayer, worship and the word.
Receive the power of the Holy Spirit now.
One encounter that can change your life.
Your experience will change.
Rise and shine with us at Morning Glory, Start your day in His presence and watch the rest of it fall into place.
A new season of Truth starts April 5th. Understanding the Kingdom with Wan Gainye. The program airs every Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Be sure to tune in. Understanding the Kingdom, every Sunday on Elevate TV.
Welcome back, and this is Man Unveiled. Man Unveiled is a program cut out for men. We encourage men here. We don't fight men. We build men. And we want to appreciate our executive producer, Apostle David Juma, for this platform, this wonderful platform, thinking about men. Many people are not thinking about men. They say men are stingy, men are difficult, men are all manner of things. But men are good people. Imagine God in His own wisdom, He created a man. And after all that, when He considered to redeem the man after drawing back and falling into sin, He also sent another man, Jesus Christ. God loved men. God loves men. And I want you as a man out there, just know that you are loved, you are appreciated, and you are important. In fact, I should say you are importanter than anything else. You are the people who holds families together. You are the people who holds the society together. So I'm joined by 𝗪𝗂𝗧 𝗪𝗂𝗧, coming from Institute of Food, Justice and Development. I know you are hearing that for the first time. And we are also joined by Lilian Jogu, a caregiver, and a lady who is very passionate about men issues because she's speaking what she does every day. She's a good example. And Timothy, or should I call you Timo, is a testimony.
Yes.
And we appreciate. You come back to our conversation. You can continue sharing with us your views and your questions, just in case you have any. Let us know where you are watching us from. You're live on YouTube, on Facebook, and this is the conversation. We are talking about men and health. Now, there's something I had asked, and I think I should come to you before you go to 𝗪𝗂𝗧. How should men behave? Because sometimes men lean back. Men don't want to talk about these things. There are men who are suffering. You feel like there's something wrong with you, but the fear of being tested, the fear of being, just coming out and going for that test is a nightmare. It says that, when HIV, people are very, victimized and all that. They used to, hata ukipimwa, hakuna dawa. So there are measures that can be taken.
Yes.
And when you know that you are suffering from something, you join these support groups.
Yes.
That become part of healing, part of the process. Now, what would you tell a man watching us who is not sure of his condition? And how did it help you when finally you went for the test and all that?
I want to encourage them to do that because there's that fear of the unknown.
Yes.
Of course, men being who they are, difficult creatures.
Yes.
Sometimes it is very, very difficult to convince a man to go and do the test because they will say, "Apana, I'll not go." And of course, at the back of their mind, there's that which is going behind their back. What if?
What if?
What if?
Yes.
What if? But I want to tell you today, early screening saves life. Early screening, acceptance to treatment will give you a longer time with your loved ones.
Wow. That's a very
If you
powerful point.
love that family, if you love those children, if you love your children, if you love your family, accept to go for early screening because it will save your life.
Wow. You should not fear.
You should not fear.
They
Come
say,
out and speak about it.
They say that what you don't know will never affect you.
It will.
All right.
Because today, the very few men who are going to get tested, because this test, you can walk into any hospital and request for test. If that condition is detected early,
Wow.
you are able to save that life.
Wow. So for the love of your family,
For the
come
love
out.
of your family, come out. For the love of your children, if you love that daughter of yours, if you love that son of yours, accept to go for screening.
Tell us, Lydian.
Yes.
How did that affect your family? Like, how did your children receive the news? How did you get to tell them? And especially when after knowing that this is the thing.
We involved our children from the very first diagnosis.
Wow.
Because our children are very curious. Daddy, why are you not going to work today? Of course, you'll not tell them you're on leave the whole month or the whole 2 months. They'll see their father taking medication. Where are you? And you know, kids are very, very, very inquisitive. Yeah. So you cannot hide. And also, we wanted them to be in the journey of his healing process. We wanted them to be part of his healing journey because of the love for his children. And he was very, very committed to he's very committed to his children.
Wow.
So when we confirmed that that is what it is, we sat them down together with our family members and we broke the news together. And that is where the journey began. And that is where the healing process started, even before we started the treatment. Yes.
Wow. Involve
your
those
family.
close to you.
Yes.
Involve.
Yes.
In fact, I'm tempted to say that family is everything.
It is.
Involve. Let's be intentional.
Yes.
Add your way to that, and you know, I want Crispus to share with us. How does healthy living look like? Like, for example, if you are invited for a seminar to talk about healthy eating, healthy lifestyle, what does it look like?
As Lillian was sharing about the colostomy, it made me think a lot about the reality of our food now.
Yes.
And how much we need to really fix the cracks that are causing some of these issues.
Yes.
Because like I said, a lot of these problems are being brought by food. And for every farmer who is growing food in a way that is not safe, I think it's important to think about that cancer patient who is really suffering, the family that is suffering, the children. Like you said, some of these diseases are so expensive to treat that you can even sell off everything you have.
Yes.
So you are speaking to a farmer.
A farmer.
Wow, that's good.
That's Mama Mboga who is adding, that's a vendor who is adding chemicals to milk to preserve it a bit longer. Think about
the one injecting bananas with those.
The one who is adding all sorts of weird things to food to make a little money. Think about the children who will suffer. Think about the fact that your relative could also eat the same food.
Yes. Yes.
Food may be grown very far in Meru, but it's coming to be eaten by your children, by your who are in Nairobi and other cities. So how does a healthy eating then look like? Healthy eating will begin at people taking responsibility and not being passive anymore. We should not be passive anymore. Know that you can actually make a difference. You can make a decision that will enable you to eat healthier food. There's this person I know who is one of the strictest people I've come across. He carries his own food whenever he travels. You'll find him with sweet potatoes and milk and freshly made juice as he travels. Even when he's flying, he carries his own food. He does not eat airplane food.
But what if you are staying for 4 months?
He finds a way.
Okay.
He finds a way.
Okay.
He finds a way.
Wow.
Whether or not that is extreme or excessive, it's a conversation for another day.
Yeah.
But I believe that as a consumer, as a person, you have the power to make choices. And one of the things I promote nowadays as a nutritionist and also a health educator is organic food, or what we call agroecologically grown food or produced food. Thankfully, despite the crisis we are having in terms of unsafe food being around, we are also seeing another movement growing in Kenya called the agroecology movement or the organic movement, where people are now growing food without those chemicals. And farmers are also realizing that it's actually possible to control some of these pests and diseases with more natural alternatives rather than the chemicals that have been sold to us by multinationals.
Wow.
So let's look out for such foods. Let's look out for such farmers. Let's also grow food in our own small ways. If you have some small space, grow some food in a healthy manner. But most importantly, let's be in control of our food. From the nutrition perspective, I recommend that people eat food that is more natural, more fiber, more foods that are high now, like I said, vegetables and fruits, seeds and nuts. Many people don't know how important seeds are and nuts. The macadamia nuts, the sunflower, the pumpkin seeds, the simsim. Really, really important because of the positive of the protective roles. Let's go towards herbs and spices. Herbs and spices are not chemicals; they are the natural ones.
Yes.
The rosemary, the cumin, the black pepper, the hibiscus. The ginger, the garlic, the turmeric, very important because. It may be difficult to avoid exposure to some of these toxins because sometimes, from time to time, you'll take food in a hotel here and there, or even the food that you grow, you're not very sure of. But when you take foods that have immunoprotective roles, foods that are rich in antioxidants, at least they sort of help you to prevent some of these problems, like the inflammations and the cancers. And those herbs and spices are really rich in that. The fruits, they are very rich in those antioxidants because they try to fight those cancer-causing agents in the body.
Wow, real stuff right here. I'm just taking note and making notes because I might be Dr. Joe Wisdom. I might be helping someone somewhere. And I want you to listen to this conversation because there is a role for you to play. Because these people are within our neighborhood, eating habits. You might say that you eat what your wife prepares or whatever your husband brings home. But self-care is a personal responsibility. You'll never say that I ate this because that's what my wife cooked. This is what my wife prepared. Let us take it to ourselves that we are mindful of what we eat. If I am a man out there, I leave home in the morning, wherever I go, what 𝗪𝗔𝗡 is saying, let's be intentional about healthy eating, about the food we eat and the things we interact with. Let me come to Lydian because Lydian now, because we are family here, I want you to talk to us about the unity that is needed in family. And because there are people coming from, or for you it's better because you are taking care of your husband. There's someone else who doesn't have a wife to take care or who doesn't have a husband to take care. So you're having a caregiver who is not a relative or who is not from your family. And they are doing it just as because they are being paid to do it. Maybe there is no that passion. They are just doing it for the sake of doing it. Another thing I want you to look at it. So I want you to speak to that person. I also want you to speak to a family living very well or a family that has no any condition they are dealing with. How do you take care of each other? So that when that day comes, not just necessarily because life happens.
Life happens.
How have you been able to remain objective? So objective that you are not just a wife, you are looking at the children, the sacrifices. At some point, are you able to work, by the way, when you are taking them? What are the dynamics of when life happens in the family?
It's not an easy decision to make, and especially if you're working, because sometimes you will have to choose between work and family. Right? And I want to speak to one to that wife or a husband
Yes.
who is taking care of a spouse,
Yes.
be it a husband or
Or
a
a wife,
wife.
yes.
Because as you said, things happen.
Yeah.
And sometimes they say shit happens, right? Remember, you are binded by the vows that you took before God.
All right. Whether you took it in church,
Whether you took it
Or in the
church
bush.
or in the bush, you are bound
yeah.
by those vows. That is my number one principle.
Wow.
Number two,
In health,
in health and in
sickness.
in
Sometimes they say
sickness,
that.
in good times
I didn't
and
know.
in, and you get tested.
Nowadays they are not saying that. Nowadays they are not committing.
It is okay.
I don't know whether our producer, we have a producer here called Busoro. he is seriously single. I'll be waiting to see whether when he'll be taking those vows.
And when you're saying those vows, it's not a joke.
It's not just a good saying.
It is not just a good saying and a big day and a good ceremony and we come and dance and eat
Wow.
and there is more. And I can tell you for sure, there is a time that you will come and you get tested.
Okay.
There is a time. If you have not been tested, it is coming. That is number one. Number two, you must have the spirit of forgiveness and resilience.
Wow. Wow, forgiveness.
Forgiveness is key.
Yeah.
Forgiveness is key for you to be able
Yes.
to navigate this journey together.
Yeah, that's true. Because in one way or the other,
In one way or the other,
mutapitana tu kwa nyumba.
na munapitana vibaya sana.
And you might be, you might cause to remember. You remember that day. Okay.
The day that you left me when it was raining.
Yes.
And you told me to find my way home.
Yes. Kwanza uliniambia nikuja na boda.
Na boda.
Okay.
Na hiyo
You can be tempted to revenge.
let me tell you. Yes, vizuri sana.
Wow.
Vizuri sana. Sasa utajua hau.
It's payback time.
It's payback time. But the grace of God.
Wow.
Your values.
Yeah.
Your faith. Who you believe in. And also remember, you can also be that survivor.
No, it becomes hard now when it comes to that
You
part.
can also be that survivor, my friend. Anytime, any minute.
Do unto others.
Do unto others what you'd also like to be done unto you. And the Bible is very clear. And it does not contradict. And there is a reason why it is like that.
Yeah.
Because God knows our tomorrow than our today.
Wow.
So be very intentional on what you do or what you say.
Treat each other well.
Treat each other well. Let the fear of the Lord hold you and be the beginning of everything that you intend to do. Because definitely it will direct you to the right ways and to making the right decision. And you cannot be able to do it if you have not forgiven each other. You cannot be able to take care of that person if you have not forgiven him or her.
Yeah.
Yes, so that you're able to work together. And also the Bible is very clear. Two cannot work together until they agree.
Yeah.
You cannot work together, even in that sickness, even in that condition, if you don't agree. You walk into the doctor's room. If you do not agree, the doctor will not touch you. If your family does not sign that form of consent, there's nothing the doctors will do. So two cannot work together unless they agree. And you start agreeing from that moment that you're told, this is the position, this is the condition, and this is how you're going to do it.
A free advice, even as a counselor.
Yes.
By the way, I'm a counselor. I have free advice. Before you get there,
Yes.
align yourself.
Yes.
Make things right. Don't wait for that condition to make to start treating your husband well, to start treating your wife well. Don't wait for that. Start early.
Yes.
Wow. Crispus, you want to say something?
Yeah, I mean, it's quite, I'm also learning a lot, actually.
Yes, yes.
I'm also learning a lot
Yes.
from the conversation. And as I think to build on what I was saying, and I think on your earlier question, one of the best and practical ways of that families can take more charge of their food and health is especially for busy families. Like I've said, if you're able to get a farm where you source healthy food, nowadays people are cooking food in bulk and storing it in a freezer or a fridge. That way you're sure that a whole week you're sorted because of the freezer. Those very practical things can help you have safe food for a whole week.
Wow.
Right? And it's also, I think, an issue that you can also agree, now that we are discussing, agreeing and aligning. And for men, since now the discussion today is about men, one of the things that I find with men is that one of the things that I don't really agree with is how men are discouraged from carrying food at work. Society has conditioned men to be weird. You know, there's you said that men are difficult, but I normally see it like this: that men are a gender that society has created, that society influences in many ways. And if you're a man who carries lunch to work, you might be also sidelined and laughed at.
Anasema huyo ni umama. You know, literally.
Umama mengi sana.
You know, and I have a problem with that name, umama, because you see now, a lot of us depend on food in the informal sector for lunch. Not many men will be able to afford that healthy food in a 5-star, 3-star hotel. So many of us go to kibanda to eat, including you go to some of these places even in Westlands. You find people in suits wako kwa kibanda hivyo kula.
Tunasemaga chakula ni fresh.
Chakula ni fresh. It's true, and it is very true. However, the informal sector, as has been seen over time, is a very tricky area. Because many of these people who prepare this food do not understand a lot of these food safety issues.
That's true.
And so your chance of consuming food that is contaminated
is very easy
with toxins and what we call 𝗙𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 is also very high. And they may be serving you this food and then they don't even know it's not healthy. Like for instance, these people who make mandazis, if you look at the kind of oil some of them use, or samaki, you know, the fish. What color are these oils? You see? And they are very innocent. They are just deep frying. The oil is black. They just
the same oil that does mandazi is the same oil that does fish.
Exactly.
The one that does samosas, everything is deep there.
And it is most times it's black in color. Overuse. They don't understand what are the health implications. But when you look at these oils and the science around this, is that these oils, when they are overused, they contribute to carcinogenic. They become carcinogenic, and there are specific chemicals, technical terms of these oils. So this is again the informal sector. My point is what? Carry food. You see, at home you can deep fry your fish and store it in the freezer, or even if you don't have it. But I'm encouraging people nowadays to have those things at home. Just work hard and buy yourself a nice fridge or freezer. There's nothing wrong with it. It's part of development. It's part of growth. Have it in your home, and then plan your food. Just store food. In fact, if you can get a small freezer, even better. When you go to Ushago, it's my maize season. Just come and chemsha and the beans and the cereals. Tupange food yetu. And for men, please carry that lunch at work. There's nothing wrong.
Carry some gouache or some doma.
Carry gouache and doma and lunch. So I am a promoter of the informal sector, the vibandas and all that. It's part of our work is to actually help them to cook better, safer food. But we must acknowledge we have a big problem.
That's true.
Right now with the informal sector. See, the mandazi person, like I was saying, they will use that oil. And then where they are putting the hot mandazis is a plastic container. So ukiangalia container imechomeka huko chini. And then where utafungiwa hiyo samosa wapi? Sometimes karatasi ya polythene. So there is the cooking oil, uchafu, plastic imeingiza kwa mandazi. And then the packaging also is a problem. So are you seeing this issue?
I get you. I think we need to be intentional, and getting this information is critical for us. because it positions us even to see things that we could ordinarily not see. Maybe as we come to the close of this show, because our time is spent, allow me to acknowledge some people who are watching us. Thank you, Ruben. Nesh, thank you. Mr. President, I honor you, sir. Thank you. All the way from Thika, I say that this program does not fight men. I like that. Thank you, sir. Moshoko Kemani, Levered, all the way from Juja. God bless you, sir. It's good to see you here. We will need you here. You need to come and say something, sir. Sijasahau. Yeah. So as we wrap up this program, maybe Lydian, I would want you to go first, and I want you to speak to a caregiver who feel like, you know, like this is a life imprisonment, and they are looking at the sacrifices and feeling like, is this thing worth? And they feel like they need to throw in the towel. We have seen people being abandoned.
Yes. Yes.
I want you to encourage that person. Maybe it's your child, maybe it's your uncle, or whoever it is. Speak to that caregiver who feel like this survivor or patient is not even cooperating. Huyu nisumbua, hata hajui ile kazi napitia, hajui hata nilifunga kazi yangu, hajui hata Speak to that person who feel like they are giving up. Like the person is not appreciating what they are doing.
And it happens a lot,
yes,
what you're saying, eh? And sometimes the patients, the survivors, saa zingine wanasumbua.
Unapika hii hataki kukula.
Hataki, umepika, yani, it's not easy.
Yeah, speak to that.
But I want to encourage you today, don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. You are the reason why that person is alive today. Because of your service, because of your love, because of your support, because of your empathy and compassion towards taking care of that person. And also remember, the Bible tells us very clearly, very, very clearly, I was sick.
Yeah, you did not. Yeah.
And it also tells us, if you do this thing in Matthew 7, if you do one of these things, what are these things? Taking care of the sick, taking care of the needy, taking care of the vulnerables. You are doing it for
the Lord.
Me, the Lord. Note that, and just note that there is a reward.
Wow.
There is a reward, because that is the Bible that tells us and commands us to do that.
Wow.
So don't give up, be encouraged, and if you want to shout, come and join us at 𝗏𝗏 Kenya. We have a support group where we cry, where we laugh, where we dance, where we support, and we get renewed every day. God bless you.
Give out your number, because there's
we are located at Guru Nanak Hospital. That is where we have our clinic. I am going to share my number, and I share the office or both.
Yeah, whichever you want to share.
I can share the office number, and I can also share my number. We can write it, and then I can share it on the.
Maybe you can share yours.
Okay, 0723 604643. 0723 604643. I am also going to share the office number, 𝗏𝗏 Kenya office in our clinic, in the comment section.
Wow.
Thank you.
Crispus, I want you to look at this camera and speak to someone who think that eating healthy is expensive. Says that mimi sina hiyo pesa ya kukula, hivyo mnasema. Just.
Yeah, eating healthy does not have to be expensive. It is a lie that eating healthy is expensive. In fact, eating unhealthy is more expensive. And so I want to encourage all men to be stewards. To be stewards in a sense that take care of your family, take care of yourself, because healthy men means healthy families, and healthy families means healthy communities, and healthy communities means a healthy Kenya. So all men to be stewards. And also, if you're a man and you're a farmer, if you're a man and you sell food, please also be a steward. Know that God has given you that responsibility, so kindly take care of your consumers, your customers. Think about the people who will consume your products, your foods, and basically any activity that you do that is causing harm to people, you need to stop doing that.
Wow.
And in general, let's all eat healthy. Let's look for organic food. Let's look for safely grown food. Let's eat vegetables. Let's eat traditional foods. Those mbogas, very important. And yeah, to be great.
Should you mind sharing your contact if someone wants to reach out?
Yeah, for any nutrition concerns, for any sort of needs to collaborate with us, my number is 0712-200-302. And also you can follow us on social media at 𝗪𝗏𝗏_, or just type Institute for Food Justice and Development, and we are happy to connect with you.
That was our time. That was Man Unveiled. We are here every Wednesday, 8 to 9 p.m. God bless you. Keep it light here on 𝗏𝗏𝗏. In here, we advance kingdom lifestyle. God bless you. Good night. See you.